So welcome to this update video and the weekly update video, and we're actually going to discuss what's going to could happen this week. But here's a look at Tropical Storm Kilo. We'll discuss several things. We'll go back to Kilo in a sec. Let's just look at Tropical Storm Kilo. The models have pretty much backed off of the Hawaii situation quite a bit considerably now. There's now virtually no model support just because Kilo is continuing to struggle. The recon plane foundation is barely closed. The system barely has a closed circulation. The system barely has a closed circulation. Winds of the system only 25 to 30 knots. I think the system probably still a tropical depression. The wind shear, while it's starting to abate now, then the wind shear that occurred with the system on Thursday and Friday was just enough to really tear it apart. And it's probably at this point the ball should so far westward. I don't think the system's going to feel the trough at all. I think the main Hawaiian Island, the western main Hawaiian Islands are in the clear. However, French frigate shoals is not. It's probably only French frigate shoals is where there's some that general areas where I think the core system's probably going to go now. Now it's going to affect like the Northwestern Hawaiian Islands, which are not really that populated, and also Midway Island and that Papa. I don't even know. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that national monument there. No one. Those are the areas that are going to have to monitor Kilo a bit. Overall, Kilo is slowly becoming better organized. I mean, you can see a little bit more banding. You can see it's decent alpha, though it does make it a habit. It seems to have gotten to a habit of inheriting dry air during the late afternoon hours, because it was doing the same thing yesterday at this time. Here's the GFDL run for Kilo. The GFDL is pretty bullish on this storm still, and I still think, even with the different model tracks, I still think the storm is going to become quite strong. And I think all the global models seem to agree on. Here's a look at what looks like to be a strengthening tropical storm. That's tropical storm low. The CPAC has given me probably the worst estimate I've ever seen an agency do. And they should be in big trouble by the World Meteorological Agency for doing this. But they gave this effing storm freaking 35 goddamn knots when the system clearly looks strong just because they hug the black technique so damn much. Excuse me for that rant a little bit, but that really shows my emotions about how horrible the CPAC is handling this tropical cyclone. They were too late to even recognize it. I mean, now let's go back and look at the GFS one a little bit. Alright, so here's a look at the 12Z GFS run. They keep... Oh. What are they doing on me now? They keep Kilo pretty weak. Don't really intensify. They do intensify a little bit before it absorbs into at Sandy. They continue. Then here they show a southwesterly dip, which is actually interesting. I'm not sure how likely this dip is, but the system continues to struggle like it's been having. It's actually pretty likely, and it's now likely to bring the system south of the French frigate shoals before returning back to the north and becoming quite powerful in the West Pacific. And then you have another system that's currently a 0.70% chance also doing some action. You have a very weak low pressure area right over here that's currently Invest 95V in the Eastern Pacific. I'm very briefly, it looks like there's a decent chance that briefly earns an aim, even though I don't think it'll be too strong. The EPAC, I think the time has come for the Eastern Pacific to get an ass to it right now. The time really has come. And then behind it, they also saw a quite potent hurricane. Yeah, actually, here in this one, I mean, fortunately, I don't think this is particularly likely to bring it relatively close to the Hawaiian Islands before we curving it further out to sea. I mean, I'm going to say this, obviously, this is several days out yet, and I think the EPAC is swinging at Hawaii. This one, might miss the Hawaiian Islands just because the fact that the system's likely to be strong by September. Hurricane at this latitude, unless the ridging is really strong, we curve out the sea and avoid the Hawaiian Islands. There are several documentations of this. Likely transition to a powerful extratropical cyclone. Really, late season, if you want to get a Hawaiian tropical cyclone, while Hawaii remains at very high risk because of the troughing setup we've been in. The thing was like troughing over here, and over here. That's definitely would cause systems to get going southwest of Hawaii to swing back to the northeast, sort of like what Kilo was forecast to do. But I mean, I don't think Kilo particularly happened because one system took a while to get going, and two, the second reason, or maybe the bigger reason, is that at this time of year, still in late August, the troughs aren't digging deep enough. However, by early September, they should be digging deeper. That would give these systems a chance to bend back to the systems that try and form to the south, either bend back to the north, even to the northeast, and thus threaten Hawaii that way. Now look at the 18Z run. Oops. Here's a look through 10 days. It's somewhat pretty similar to a bit. Actually, this one's a little bit further south, so it's something to keep an eye on. But they actually show, once again, they show a very potent Kilo here. And then they have this 07, which I'm hoping will be Ignacio. Let me look. Alright, they actually do close 95 off, or at least somewhat, for the next several days. So it's still something to keep an eye on, even though this GFS marks it brings us south of the main Hawaiian Islands. Then the European run shows something pretty similar. I mean, this is it. It's almost it for this video. So far, we're doing pretty decent. We have 13 named storms, 6 hurricanes, and 4 major hurricanes. Ace is 101, and Ace per storm is 7.8. And this assuming we get the activity, I think we'll get between 2 to 3 storms, 1 maybe 2 more storms, probably 2 more storms if you count 95. In about within the next 5 days or so. Now it brings to 15 storms. That puts ahead of 2014's 14. I mean, fortunately, the Eastern Pacific, as typical of El Nino years, I think we've gotten to the point now where we need to start treating El Nino years how we treat them in the West Pacific. It's really not that much of an effect, especially a strong El Nino like this one. It's not going to have that much of an effect. It's that the best range is kind of some variations on several things, depends on the year is. But the best range is somewhere between neutral to moderate to El Nino is probably the ideal range, and we have a strong El Nino, which sometimes favors shear. It's definitely responsible for a huge upper trough over Hawaii. I mean, still, most of the activity has been in Central Pacific, similar to 1982, because 1982 kind of had more of a similar sap, had a more similar evolution to this one. So in hindsight, this comes as no surprise. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this. I mean, my expectations for this week are pretty much as follows. I still think September can be quite active. Anyhow, I'm signing off. This is the weekly update video. Bye.